I don't think I've ever seen anything quite that crazy in my time. And I'm new to esports, but I've watched a lot, and that's pretty nuts, Monksy.
What just happened?
I think we're mentally and visually scarred right now. But
I think Gucci just went into his prime there. Come on, I think he's found a new career.
Yeah, exactly, Gooch. No more casting for you tonight, man. We know where we're going to see you tonight. There we go. Back here at EGL10 here in Sheffield. Thoroughly having a good time. We are just waiting for the guys from Millennium and Expectation to be setting up their stuff. And it looks like it's really starting to get packed out there on the main stage right now, Monksy, doesn't it? It's definitely going to be a big crowd for this, I think.
Yeah, just taking a quick look, I think it's going to be one of the biggest crowds we've probably seen in EGL recent time. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have stayed behind just to spectate, just to watch. And it's been a fantastic experience. I mean, there's been real supporters of teams.
For sure.
I mean, there were, I heard Mello saying earlier from the tech team, he had people supporting him, and it's great to kind of see people show out and support the teams they want to do well.
Yep, and that's another big thing to think about, the community support that we get, the people staying to watch these matches, not just playing them, and the developer support that we get, obviously simple things like this picture-in-picture mode, or codcaster mode as we call it, which helps us out so much. But I just want to ask you quickly, whilst we're on the topic of, developer support and stuff, what do you want out of Ghost, which of course comes out in just a few months?
LAN lobbies, the essentials, the codcasting features once again would be fantastic, and I'd hope they iron out some of the creases with league play, and hopefully continue doing that, because that was a fantastic thing to have. I think people are kind of telling me that it's kind of like quadrupled or ×5 or whatever of how many people are like frequently playing it since when it first started, because of people wanting to play competitively, seeing the streams of like the famous players like Optic and stuff, for example, and it's really great to see esports growing because of that. So I'd love league play to come back, and the other features that kind of have been mentioned by most people in the community.
Now, you are one of the idols, I'd like to say, for the EU community. I'm sure, you may not agree with that, but, TCM is a strong team, and you showed up at Gfinity placing second there, earning yourselves a lot of money as well, just to top it off. And what do you think is the next stage for the EU team? Because we see such a massive dominance, you have to say, from the North American team. So what would you say the EU need to do next, quickly?
I think we've got a fantastic kind of setup going. We have Gfinity doing the invitationals, and EGL doing fantastic open events. Obviously continue doing these as frequently as we can, as many people attending as we can. And I think online is maybe an area which could be improved within the European community. We see, a few one-day cups here or there, but not really any major support like you see with MLG, GB tournaments, for example. And I really hope that's, going to flourish and bring more players into the community. And obviously, the media side as well is another. We saw Deserto France absolutely rock it by, taking their subscribers by people like Gataga and stuff. And hopefully we can kind of attribute to that and grow our community in the future.
Well, there we go. That is Monksy's say on the things. We are growing gradually, the esports community. I'm thoroughly loving being involved with it. But we are going to be going to a break, guys, before this next Millennium versus Expectation match on the main stage. So we'll see you again soon.